Come on, you can do this, Shanik. You can do this. You can do this. New office, new website. Who dis? Who dis? Am I even recording? Oh, yeah, I am. God, my wall looks sexy. All right, here we go, friends. I'm telling you, I have to pump myself up to do a YouTube video too. 3 years full time, and I finally feel like myself in my business, Ripple Effect Leadership. Hey, everyone. I'm Janik. I am the founder of Ripple Effect Leadership. And if you're an entrepreneur who has a vision, but still figuring out the plan, this is the place for you. Leadership, creativity, and strategy for entrepreneurs who want to build something intentional. That's what we do here. So let's get into it. Today, I'm coming to you from my brand new home office, and I'm so excited to finally show you this space. I'm going to drop some before and after pictures and videos here because the transformation is everything. And I want to give you a second to take it in because where it started was, let's just say, a work in progress. The walls weren't fully painted. Things were getting cluttered with all my collaging supplies. And every time I sat down to work, I kept thinking about redecorating and changing the paint color. So I decided to just go all in, dark, deep teal on every wall. And to be honest, the photos and even this video don't really do it justice. But when friends and family walk in, their reaction is everything. A lot of people guessed I would paint my office purple because that's my favorite color, but I kept that for the carpet. Zero regrets on either decision. I now have 2 gallery walls here, one for Ripple Effect Leadership and one for my new creative sister brand, Creating Ripples Co. Both gallery walls are filled with a mix of my own collages and art pieces that are really special to me, including a painting from when I lived in Prague and paintings from friends, and also some pieces that I picked up in my travels over the years. Lighting is still a work in progress, and honestly, I'll figure that out one day. I have some plants, my favorite leadership and creativity books, and also a little bit of my vinyl collection on display. And I want to say something about that because I think it matters more than people realize. Your workspace should look like you. Fill it with things that actually mean something. Art that stopped you for a second, books that shaped how you think, objects from places you've been, or people you love. Because the space you work in every day either energizes you or drains you, and that's worth paying attention to. But overall, the space went from feeling cluttered and uninspired to somewhere I actually want to show up in every single day. And honestly, my home office reno is a pretty good metaphor for what I want to talk about today. Because sometimes you have to clear things out, sit with a little bit of a mess for a while, and then rebuild into something that actually feels like you. That's exactly what this past year has been for me. I'm 3 years in full time, and it took me until now to feel truly aligned with where I'm going and what I'm building. And I want to normalize that for a second because entrepreneurship has seasons. There are seasons where it's clicking and you feel unstoppable, and there are seasons where you're doing all the right things and still feeling like something is just slightly off. The ebbs aren't failures, they're information, they're data. They're your business telling you something needs to shift, and instead of pushing through and pretending everything was fine, I actually listened. I took some time to figure things out. And what came out of that process is everything I'm about to share with you. So what's new? First of all, the brand Ripple Effect Leadership has a fresh new look on social media, a refreshed website, and a much clearer focus on exactly who I help and how. I'd love for you to come visit rippleeffectleadership.ca, and while you're there, sign up for the Ripple Text Club. It's new, it's free, and it's the best way to stay in the loop on everything happening over here. The links are in the description. Secondly, I launched a creative sister brand called Creating Ripples Co., and this one is really, really close to my heart. Creativity has always been part of how I work and how I think, and I kept feeling like there needed to be a dedicated space for that side of things, a space that isn't about business strategy or leadership frameworks, just the making and the process, and really a space for you to get inspo for your own creative resets, because I talk about that quite a bit. So Creating Ripples Co. was born. It lives on Instagram, and it's a space that isn't about business strategy or leadership frameworks, just the making, the process, the creative reset that honestly keeps me sane as an entrepreneur. It's dedicated to creativity, collage, time-lapse videos, and also design and the idea that making something with your hands actually matters, especially when you're building a business and your brain is full and just needs to slow down for a minute. The tagline is simple: make something mean something. Because creativity isn't just a hobby, it's a leadership tool. It's how you access clarity when you're stuck in your head. If any of that resonates with you, come find me over on Instagram. So let's now talk about the Ripple essentials. Something I hear from entrepreneurs is that they know they need support. They just don't know where to start. And honestly, that feedback is what pushed me to rethink how I was offering things. Not every entrepreneur is in the same place. Maybe you're still working full time, quietly building something on the side. Maybe you've been at it for a few years and realizing the pace isn't sustainable. Or maybe you just need to do the inner work before anything else can fall into place. So I broke things down into individual programs so you can start exactly where you are. No pressure to do everything at once, just the piece that makes the most sense for where you're right now. If you want to take a look, the details are in the description as well. And also the Ripple Year. This is for entrepreneurs who are ready to go all in on building something really intentional, the Ripple Year. This is where I work one-on-one with you over 12 months, not a template, not a generic roadmap, a bespoke plan, but entirely built around your life and your business, because there is something that shifts when you finally have a full year of clarity and support behind you. Things stop falling through the cracks, the work starts to feel intentional again, and you stop building in isolation. If that resonates with you, definitely check that out as well. And if you have any questions at all about the Ripple Essentials or the Ripple Year, you can reach out. I offer 30-minute free consultations. So that's what's new: a refreshed brand, a creative sister brand, and 2 ways to work together depending on exactly where you are right now. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. It's okay to take time to figure things out. 3 years in and I'm just now feeling fully aligned. That's not a setback. That's what building something real actually looks like. And when you're ready to move, I'd love to help you do that with a little more clarity and a lot less spinning. Peace out, Ripple Makers.